Hey guys, uh, just making another video. Um, I realized that um, I haven't been the best example of a survivor, like a good survivor. Um, if I'm honest, things were pretty crazy when I was first escaping, for real escaping. So um, a lot of my earlier videos were just me with a bad attitude and being pissed at God, and because of what I had to go through um, from a very young age, dealing with these individuals. Um, and like I was mad on the uh, because I didn't think I could even heal from all the damage. You know what I mean? And and I'm just like, what's the point of me going keep on what's the point of me keeping on going if I can't even be healed from the damage that God watched, you know? So, but I've realized, today that I haven't been a very good example of a survivor and not even a good example of a human being. Um, but, I'm trying. I noticed this is the key. I can notice that a change needs to be made with me. I can actually notice that. So that's good. I can acknowledge that and and see like, okay, this behavior is not okay. What you learned growing up is not okay. The behavior you were around your whole life is not okay. That's what I'm figuring out uh, lately is that, just like, oh, the the narcissist mentality that I was around is not okay. It's not normal, you know, and my mind is like shifting from that because this is the longest I've ever been away from that kind of environment. This is the longest, hands down. Um, I mean, I've only run into actual empaths in the last few years of my entire life. Just the last few years, I've actually run into actual empaths, actual people that can feel love and caring. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't around that for most of my life. I was around really brutal people, cutthroat, mean, angry individuals, my whole life, most of my life. So, and a lot of that's still stored in my body, in my, you know what I'm saying? And uh, the bad attitude as well, that I have um, just towards life in general. I mean, it's getting better, but um, I was really pissed off for a while, and I wanted to voice it on camera and on my channel, uh, just for me. You know what I'm saying? Just for me. Uh, Even though like the whole time I was thinking I can't even heal. I was still making videos, and I'm like I still can't heal, but I'm gonna make videos anyways. It kind of reminds me of a phrase, one of my favorite phrases in one of my favorite animes growing up, Dragon Ball Z. And there's a part where this this warrior is completely outmatched. He's so outmatched, and everybody knows he's outmatched. But he goes in guns blazing anyways. He knows he's outmatched. Everybody knows he's outmatched, but he goes guns blazing anyways. And like one of the one of the other warriors that watched him go guns blazing was like, I don't get why he thought he could win. What's he thinking? And then another warrior starts talking. He's like, and this is the phrase that I kind of think about, as I've gone no contact, and as I've been trying to heal, this phrase is just comes to my mind. He goes, he didn't think he could win, but he tried to anyways. And that's such the most badass line, most noble line. He didn't think he could win, but he tried to anyways. I don't know. It kind of hits you. It kind of hit me, but that's kind of how I felt. When I was leaving the family, I was just like, I don't think I can win and succeed, but I'm gonna try to anyways. That's exactly how I felt. Plus, when I was making videos too. Um, but I don't know. I think I made some progress, but it's still really frustrating because, like, I was talking to this friend of mine today, and she's an empath, but she's a lot farther in healing than I am. But she's like teaching me stuff. Uh, I'm like, I want to get from A to Z, like right now, and I'm only at like D or E on the healing from A to Z. I'm like at a D or E, and it's very frustrating. Um, and the thing that I think about of why I want to heal so fast is because I know how much more energy and more healthy the people I have left behind are than me. I know how weak I am compared to the people that I'm no contact from. You know what I'm saying? And that really puts the fire in me because, like, uh, they were healthier, way, they're just feeding off other people's energy, but they were way more off of feeding other people's energy. They were way more healthier or more active than I was. I was barely going. I was barely alive. Literally, I was barely alive, and they were just proactive and all of that. But they get their energy, from other people, of course. They don't. They didn't feel any loss or separation when my parents divorced. There was no hurt. There was no, you know what I'm saying? There was no feel. Like, my parents didn't feel anything for each other. So when they left each other, there was no grieving. The only person that was like grieving was probably me and my siblings for the divorce. Not them, because they're both narcissists. They don't connect with each other the whole time. They're just like business partners. Um, my parents were like business partners with the fake facade. Um, but anyways, yeah, I just realized that, because, like, I do get some comments that kind of make me realize that I have been kind of a jackass. I have, I haven't been very happy about having to heal, or happy about this road in general, because I thought this is the thing. I thought it all could have been prevented. All of it could have been prevented, uh, had there been an intervention in my younger days. If there was an intervention in my younger days, a whole all there would be no healing road. There would be no healing road. If God just would have protected me, there would be no healing right now. That's what I'm mad about. That's what I'm mad about. And it's something like, I have trouble letting go, because it's like, because my whole life, most of my life, I'm just like, God fucking betrayed me. God himself betrayed me. Like, I'm 12 years old, and I'm just in shock that God just said fuck you to me. Just fucking betrayed me, betrayed everything that religion told me about God, betrayed every good uh, good thing anybody said about God betrayed all that to me, in my experience. Other people think God is great, and that's fine. But like in my experience, I just thought God just betrayed every good thing that anybody ever said about the guy. And I literally thought that I was a better person at age 12 than God himself, based on what happened to me. Not just one thing that happened to me, many things that happened to me. I'm like, I'm a better person than God, and I'm only fucking 12? You know, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I have higher morals than God at age 12. You know, that's what I thought. I'm like, fuck. I'm only 12, and I would have defended somebody at age 12. I would have defended, you know, if a 3-year old was getting beat up, I would have defended him at age 12, but God couldn't defend me. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's why it bothered me. It fucking bothered me. I'm just like, and I thought that was my get out of jail free card. Well, kind of like, oh yeah, I don't have to try in life. God betrayed me. You know what I'm saying? It came back to that. Just like God himself betrayed me. Why should I care? You know? Fuck. I should get a free pass to fucking heaven above God, you know, for him betraying me. That's the way I thought. I was fucking pissed. And I was pissed most of my life off that. I swear, I had a hard time letting that go because I didn't really feel that betrayed by my parents as much as being betrayed by God himself, the man on the cross, that guy, that guy. Not the fairy tale fucking guy, not the real guy on the fucking cross. I felt fucking betrayed. So that's how far that went, or uh, my anger went. Because my parents are in the far distance now, mostly. And my anger towards God is still there, you know. So I know there's more anger towards God than my parents, even though my parents, one of them is a psychopath for sure. Um, I'm more angry at God than a psychopath. Let me say that again. I'm more angry at God than a psychopath. And that's pretty fucking sad. But I know people are gonna put me in my place. Oh, the narcissist won. They were trying to turn you against God and they won. Well, yeah, maybe they did. Maybe they did for a while. They won. If that was the psychopath or narcissist goal to turn me against God, then they won for a while, a long while. You know, it was obvious to me. It was just like a open shut case. I was just like, death, death, take me now. I'm ready to go. God betrayed me, so I'm out. You know, that's my get out of jail free card right there. Like, I mean, who else feels betrayed by God? Well, probably a lot of people, but at age 12, I guess I was one of the many people that felt betrayed, that got abused by God. I mean, not abused by God, but abused, and God doing nothing to stop them. I'm sure I'm not the only kid that felt betrayed um, by God in that kind of a scenario. But anyways, I'm not quite as angry as I used to be. I used to be more angry, but the anger's still there for sure. Like, you know, and people can see that I'm still angry. Like in real life, they can see that I'm mad. Um, about everything, because like I'm not joking. Like when I say God, the man on the cross, let me down more than anybody in this life, I mean it. I actually mean it. My family even knew. My family even knew that God let me down. My fucking family, the psychopaths knew. They're like, "You're mad at God, aren't you? More than you're mad at me." You know what I'm saying? They told me this to my face. I'm like, fuck. Even my fucking family knows that I'm pissed off at God more than my own fucking psychopath parent, you know? And like, and that was that was their greatest weapon against me. It's just like me saying fuck God was their biggest weapon against me to keep me around. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, fuck. Like, God didn't even stop me from abusing my son? Fuck. No wonder my son fucking hates God. He didn't even stop me from abusing my own son. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that probably doesn't go through their head because they're psychopaths. They don't give a fuck, and they don't remember they don't remember anything they do to you. They forget it in the next half hour. They fucking smash a plate over your head, and then they're watching their favorite TV show a half hour later. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that I was around. It was just, we'll smash a plate over your head, and then like, oh, nothing happened. Watch my favorite TV show like 5 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They don't feel shit for you when they abuse you. They don't feel shit. They don't feel shit for you when they abuse you, and that's the biggest thing I learned is they don't give a fuck. So I didn't give a fuck, and so since God didn't give a fuck, I didn't give a fuck, and that's the way it went. Most of my life is just like, God didn't give a fuck about what's going on here. I don't give a fuck either, and that is the premise of everything in my life is God didn't give a fuck, so I don't give a fuck. You know. I mean, one time someone was like, why aren't you trying?" And you know, I'm just like, I'm trying as hard as God is trying, you know. And I would piss them off. I'm trying as hard as God is trying with me, you know. In my younger days, I'm trying just as hard as he tried, you know. He let me down. I'm letting him down now. It's mutual. Like, he let me down. I'm letting him down now. It's mutual going on here, you know. It's reciprocal. It's a reciprocal letting each other down thing. He let me down first, and then I let him down now. You know, so I don't know. But God already knows. He's not an idiot. You know, he already knows how I feel about what went down. Uh, I didn't really have a problem with God until certain things happened. You know, I had no problem with God until certain things happened, and then that's when shit hit the fan. You know, yeah, I'll say it on camera. Like, I would say I was one of the bad guys, you know, as far as like, um, mentally, mentally bad. Um, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know. It was convenient that after abuse happened to me, the devil finds me. You know what I'm saying? It's so convenient how that happens. And so I kind of after the abuse, I kind of sympathized with the devil or Satan or whatever you want to call him. Like, he got fucking shafted like I did, you know, like he got screwed like I did. He got kicked out of heaven and discarded, and I got fucking rejected, you know, and discarded by God. You know, I was putting the similarities together. I'm like, fuck. So I was just like, because after the abuse, I was just like, fuck God, you know, and so like it left that door open, um, for the one that got kicked out of heaven. to come in, you know what I'm saying, and torment me. And, you know, I wasn't just fighting narcissist parents, you know, I was fighting demons. Um, yeah, the devil himself, you know, even without the narcissist, I was battling since I was young, you know, because they never left me alone since abuse. Um, it was a door wide open, you know, and I admit that I opened that door, you know. You know, I was young. I didn't know any better really, but I didn't even think God was an option anymore for anything. Um, so I kind of just chucked that idea, chucked out the whole God idea of me and God being cool at any point, you know, in life. I threw that out the window. I mean, I was hanging out with fucking narcissists and psychopaths, and I didn't even care that they were messing with me, you know. I didn't even care. I hate saying that. I didn't even care that I was being messed with, manipulated, ground down to nothing. I didn't even care. I didn't care anymore about myself, you know, just like um I cared as much as God did about me. That happened when I was 12, around 12, 13 time. That's how much I cared. Is how much God cared about defending me, you know. So, anyways, I am caring a little bit more lately. You know, I am trying for real. You know, lately, um, even though I'd rather have the easy way out, and I admit that I'd rather have the easy way out. You know, because you know my self-esteem's so low. I don't even care to like heal. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care that much to put that much effort into myself over and over and over and over for for who knows how long. Who knows how long it'll take to heal me all the way. I don't care about myself to that extent to even do that in the first place. My self-esteem was zero, you know. I didn't care. I mean, when I attempted suicide those few times, it was the easiest decision I ever made in my life. And I've told people that it was the easiest decision I ever made was in life was suicide. Easiest, quickest um, decision, and I just wanted it to be the peaceful death that it was. You know, it was just like poetic. You know, like in a way, it was just like the kid that was abused to no end. God did nothing at all. Suicide, obviously, it's over. You know, that's how it was going to play out. You know what I'm saying? Just like there was no happy ending for me in my mind. There was just no happy ending, you know, just because of like the middle finger I got, you know, from above. You know, I just got the fucking middle finger. And I got my fucking parents getting away with every who knows what against me. And fucking I'm still getting the middle finger from God the whole damn time. You know, like uh but that's how I felt. You know, that's how it felt, you know, for the majority of life was just like everybody got to live their lives pretty good around me, but I got the middle finger. There was something there was something unique about me to give me the middle finger from God himself. That's how I felt. It was that singled out middle finger from God plus the scapegoating of the family on me plus all this shit. I was just like, I can take it all. I'll take it all till there's nothing left of me. Dish out whatever you want. You know, God's against me. Fuck, I'll take that shit too. Fucking the middle finger from God too. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I'll take you all on until there's nothing left of me. I'll take it all. And that's how I felt. You know, it's like, fuck. I'll out suffer Jesus. It was a fucking, I'll outsuffer the guy that fucking watched my abuse. I'll outsuffer him. And that's what I tried to do. That's how much it hurt me. That's how much it hurt me, you know. But anyways, I don't know if my story has a good ending or not, but I'm still going, you know, like I haven't, you know, I'm still breathing, you know, even though healing has not gone fast like I wanted. Um, I haven't put up the white flag totally yet, you know what I mean? Came close a few times to putting up the white flag for good. Um, but I haven't followed through, you know. I mean, a lot of people don't believe like you have the right to call your life, you know, like end it when you want it to end. But I'm kind of different in that respect, you know, like God disagrees with me though, but um, God watched the abuse. So what does God know about life? You know, protecting life. That's why I thought, you know, that there would be no uh, intervention to block my suicide is because there was no intervention to block my abuse. You know what I mean? Why would there be an intervention to block a suicide attempt if there was no intervention to block abuse? Abuse is worse than death, in my opinion. That kind of abuse, way worse than an instant death. Fuck. Wait. I would have taken instant death at any point during the abuse of at least the first 20 years of my life. You know, I fantasized about getting the fuck out of this fucking planet, getting off this planet. You know, it was that bad. It was fucking bad, but I just wanted out. That's it. I'm like, fuck, I want out. God didn't defend me. That's a free card out. That's what I thought. I'm like, God didn't defend me. That's a free, that's a free card out of this life to a better place. You know, that's what I thought. But, uh, but God paid attention. You know what I mean? Like nobody else paid attention of my whereabouts or, you know, my progress, you know, what I was doing on the planet. You know, no one paid attention where I was. No one, you know what I'm saying? Like, but God was still paying attention to where I was. You know, nobody else gave a fuck. I mean, they all wanted me dead. My family wanted me gone. You know, I was just in the way. Uh, but somehow God still cared when nobody cared. When not when I was young, but when I later in life, when you know, uh, I didn't think God was tracking me, you know, or like keeping you know, still watching me. Um, this whole time I was thinking there was no God, or uh, God was more like my father, you know, the dictator, control freak, you know. But um, somehow God knew where I was, even at the lowest point ever in my life, the lowest point I was ever at. You know, He knew where I was still. I wasn't even human. I was barely there. He still knew where I was. He still knew where my body was. You know, didn't take me out of my misery. You know, didn't give me the peaceful death that I wanted. And so made a way for me to get uh, some health back to this point, paved a way. I didn't ask for it. wanted the peaceful death. Like I said, I deserved it. And I just knew that me being alive would be extending the suffering that I was trying to get out of, trying to avoid. I was trying to get out of this fucking type of abuse, whatever it was. I was done. I didn't want to drag any more out. I didn't want to drag this out any further, you know. But God wanted to drag this out even farther. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm not even getting healed here. Well, maybe a little bit, but not nearly as much as I should be, and so why am I here still? I don't really have a desire to help anybody. I don't really care. So, and I admit that, you know. Um, so if God wants me to be here to help people, I don't know if that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Um, so, but yet, but yet, when I go to sleep tonight, I'm going to wake up in the morning, and He won't even care about that. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be another fucking day of giving me false hope that I can heal, a little bit, you know. I hate that this false hope bullshit, like it's true that like real despair needs this false hope, and that's what God's trying to give me is this hope that's probably false, and I'm just going to be disappointed, and I'm just going to be back to where He betrayed me when I was age 12. You know what I'm saying? Nothing has changed uh, on His end or my end, you know. Uh, you let abuse that extreme go down, why should I give a damn? You know what I'm saying? Why should I care? Show me why I should care about a superior being that watched me get fucking tortured, you know? Why should I care? Why should I give any acknowledgement, any credit? Because the God that they taught me was an entitled fucking dictator bastard that didn't give a fuck about anybody. That's the God that they taught me about on this planet. And then this fucking out of nowhere, this loving God comes out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, and just like, oh, this new entity is helping you, is going to help you now. Just ignore that God that they taught you growing up. Just ignore that dictator God. This new God over here is loving, and He really wants to help you. This God over here, not the God that they indoctrinated you to no end with. The mean one, the hellfire. You're going to hell if you fucking jack off one time. Not that one, but this loving God over here, He's different. He's different. He's all love. Okay, where was this all loving God when I was growing up? When I was getting strangled? Where was this loving God when I was getting fucking strangled? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Fucking nowhere. Uh, I have this fucking scar to prove it. I have this scar to prove it. Fucking broke my hyoid fucking bone, strangling me. But anyways. But yeah, I haven't been the best example of a survivor. I admit that. I admit I haven't been a good example at all. Uh, I wanted this journey to be over. I wanted this to hurry up. I just want to be healed. Okay, let's do this. Heal me, and then I'll live a happy life. All of a sudden, let's fucking just do this real quick. Let's heal me real quick, and then let's end it real quick. That's just my mentality. Just like you know. The God that watched my youth, yeah, let's fuck that God, you know. Let's just do it. Oh, he can't heal me. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. The God that watched me get strangled can't heal me? What a surprise. What a surprise, you know. So I guess I was just trying to prove a point, you know, and just like that God's like them, you know. God God doesn't really give a shit like everyone claims. You know, I wanted to prove that, you know, I guess, and that's fucked up with me, but I don't know. I know other people had great experiences with God, you know, growing up and in their adult years, but God bless them, you know. God bless them. He was MIA through most of my upbringing. MIA. But now God exists. When, you know, in my 30s, God wants to help. God really wants to help now in my fucking 30s. I'm just like, what the fuck? In my 30s is when God had to fucking put his foot down and say, okay, this kid's been abused enough. This kid's had enough. In my 30s, God saw enough. What the fuck, man? See how fucked up that is? Exactly. That's fucked up. Fucking, it's like if I had a son, but I didn't raise the son. I just watched that son get tortured and treated like shit for 30 years. And then all of a sudden I swoop in when that son is in his 30s and be like, hey, I love you. I love you. I want to help you. Hey, I know I wasn't even there for 30 years straight, but I'm here now and I love you. See, that's what the fucking bullshit I'm dealing with here. That's the mind fuck I'm dealing with here. Totally absent, you know. Uh, God was fucking absent. I'll say it again. He was absent for my fucking upbringing. He was fucking absent. He was the absent fucking father. He's almost as absent as my fucking psychopath father. You know, he was really absent, but at least his body was there. At least his physical body was there. God's physical body wasn't even fucking there, you know. So I really got raised by nobody, you know. And I'll say that again. I was raised by no one, you know. I'm learning fucking life skills in my 30s from other fucking people that aren't family, that aren't God, you know. That's how I'm learning life skills. Fucking people I've never even met till now, you know. And it's fucking hard. It's hard to learn life skills in your 30s. It's hard as fuck, you know. It's embarrassing as fuck, you know. It's almost as embarrassing as getting fucking strangled in front of God, you know. That was fucking embarrassing. That was fucking humiliating for me, you know. My whole life I was just like, I wish God was in my place and I was watching him fucking get strangled. I wish the fucking tables were switched so I could watch him get strangled and see how he fucking likes it, you know? And fucking have him fucking pushed to the edge till he's fucking attempting suicide. I want to watch God attempt suicide, you know? Just so he knows what it's like to fucking be pushed to that point, you know, and be called crazy his whole damn life. You know, I want him to know what it's like to be called crazy for decades, you know, in my place, you know, not not back in a history book in the fucking Bible, in my place. I want to see him fucking be treated like shit in my place and see how he likes it when I'm watching it. When I'm watching his whole family turn against him. I'm watching his whole family pushing him to suicide. I'm watching his whole family fucking treat him like shit at every turn gathering. Like, I wanted to watch God go through my life, and I just watch it. That's what I wanted. That's what I really wanted. I wanted to watch God be me in my position, and I would just watch it, not stop any of it, just watch it, and see how he likes it without fucking any intervention to stop. No intervention to stop any of them. I want him to fucking be in my position, because it wasn't fucking fun. So, like, being tortured and suffering is my normal, you know. The fact that I'm not being fucked with now is fucking weird. That's how much fucking torture and suffering I went through. That this short little reprieve of no contact is fucking weird. The abnormal is the not being tortured is abnormal. It's legit. I'm being serious. Not being tortured or treated like shit, being traumatized, uh, is abnormal. Not having those things happen to you. Not seeing your father's fucking mask come off in front of your face, every fucking 2 seconds. Seem like, you know. Anyways, I've ranted enough. I'll let a lot out on this video, for sure. But I don't think me being a bad person is totally my fault, you know. It started when I was young, It started when God just threw his hands against the wall and just let me be strangled. That's when it started. That's when I was like putting the middle finger up towards God, and while he was putting the middle finger towards me, so it was a mutual middle fingers. Adam's getting strangled, middle finger, and then after I get strangled, I'm middle fingered him. That's how it went down, and the rest is history. A wasted life of destroying myself based on God watching me get strangled. Basically, is how it all started. That's how it all started. My all my bad negativity, all my rebelliousness, all my whatever began with God watching me get strangled. So, anyways, I know I'm not the best example of a survivor ever. I'm probably the worst example of a survivor ever. I mean, I bitch every 2 seconds, because because this road is hard and I don't think I should be here anyways, I don't feel like I have a right to be on the planet anyways. I don't feel that worthiness or that I'm equal to the real humans out there. I don't feel equal to the real humans out there. Like, I barely think I'm better than the fucking psychopath. Barely. And that's with a lot of fucking studying and a lot of fucking validation, a lot of fucking videos, to try to rewire my brain to make me think that I have more value than they do, more value than the psychopath. Because my whole life I thought I had less value than the psychopath people, because that's how they acted. So just me thinking that I'm above them has been hard. Not even counting the normal, healthy people out there. I know I'm below them, but convincing myself that I'm just above a psychopath has been a big fucking hurdle, struggle to just think I'm better than them, you know? Because my whole life I never thought I was better than them. Never. I was always pushed below them. I didn't know they were psychopaths back then, but that's water under the bridge. But I knew something was kind of off with them. I knew that they couldn't connect or on any level, on any loving level. I knew they couldn't connect. But other than that, I didn't, it wasn't like I was 5 years old and go, my dad is a psychopath. You know, it didn't click to me that like that. I didn't think that. I just uh, kind of just rolled over and let them do whatever and play the scapegoat that they made me. I didn't care. So that's how much loyalty I had to family. I was willing to take the fall for all of them. The whole family, I was willing to take the fall for them all, and I did. I did take the fall from them all until I was forced to get therapy and start talking about what I went through. Uh, I was going to take it all to the grave, all the secrets, all the abuse. I was going to take it all to the grave. I was going to take the fall for everybody, for sure. Because maybe that shows I had some caring in my heart. That I even want to take the fall for all them, even though they weren't good people. I still wanted to take the fall for them so they wouldn't be exposed um, with all the abuse and all the bad behaviors of theirs and all the secrets that I knew about theirs. I was willing to just take the dive. So, um, like the only person that doesn't want me to take the dive these days is God Himself. You know, but I don't know what's changed. Like, God didn't have a problem with me getting strangled, but He has a problem with me checking out, like really checking out. He's got a real issue with me saying, fuck you for watching my strangulation, I'm checking out. He's got a real big problem with me saying that and doing that. And so I don't see what the big deal is, you know. Apparently it's a big deal. It's a bigger deal than I thought of me staying alive. I don't value myself to stay alive like God has lately. Not at all. I don't care about myself that much. You know? Loving myself is like a new practice for the last fucking 3 weeks of an entire lifetime. My entire lifetime I did not like myself. It's only been the last 3 weeks that I've been trying these love myself affirmations. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still don't believe them. But I'm still trying. You know, but I know I'm not the best survivor. As an example, I know that. You know, I'm not like being all religious and preachy and shit. And here's the fucking Bible. I'm not doing that shit, pretending like I'm some fucking saint. That I'm not. You know, I've seen what those kind of saints can do to you. I've seen what those fucking religious saints can do to you. They're the worst kind of fucking people. The really strict religious people, those are psychopaths, narcissists at minimum. And there's a fucking lot of them in fucking religion. So I know the damage that those fucking saints, the ones that put on the fucking saint face for you. I know how much damage those ones can fucking do to you. Better than fucking most. Because they fucking did it to me, you know. And that's why I'm really touchy about fucking religion. I'm really touchy about the fake saints that put on the fake front saint. Like, I'm fucking religious as fuck. I'm fucking God's number one follower. Fuck, you know, like all that fucking bullshit. Like, you gotta watch out for those fuckers, you know. The ones putting on that saint, I'm a fucking saint front, you know. That's what I try to warn people about mainly on my channel is the fucking religious fucking narcissist. You know, that's the fucking one that fucking causes fucking damage for fucking life, you know. I've been trying to heal for fucking a while now, you know, 2 years at least. And I'm still not even close to being fully healed. And I've been putting in fucking effort, a lot of effort, you know, and it's just like discouraging because like they do some damage to you in religion. Those psychopaths, they're fucking mean and brutal. Meanest people I know in religion, but they're the most saintly with the mask. They're the most saintly. And that's why they're fucking deadly as fuck. Because everybody believes that saintly mask because they're not living with them. I'm the one that was living with them. I'm the one that knows who they really are. Not the fucking Joe Schmoes going to church with them. I know who they fucking are, you know? I see the real them. The people at church don't see the real them. They see the fucking fake fucking mask, you know? It's fucking hard to win against, you know? So anyways, I've said enough for this video. I'm running out of time, but the main thing is just like, I know I'm not the best example of a survivor. There's definitely better examples of survivors out there than me. So, like I said, I don't ask anybody to subscribe. I don't ask anybody to like. I don't ask anybody to do any of that shit because I know I'm not the best example that people should be following. Because I'm not sure how this is gonna go. Like, a part of me is like, uh, this could still end badly for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still could. Like, I'm so far away from healing totally. Like, this could still end badly for me. So I don't want anybody to follow me just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I don't know. Like, I'm one of those people that would rather be dead than homeless like this. Like, damaged like this. I'd rather be dead. So, and I know that's how much I don't care about myself. I'd rather be dead than be homeless like this, you know, this damage. Um, so luckily I haven't had to make that hard decision, you know, but if I do, I don't want people to be a follower of me, you know, because even 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 though I healed a little bit, I still don't think this has a happy ending for me. How? How could this be a happy ending? I'm fucking brain damaged from all the fucking shit I went through, you know, like um I can barely carry a conversation with an actual adult, you know what I'm saying? You know, this could end badly, you know, for me still. So, anyways, that's all I want to say. Tomorrow's another day, so, and I'll probably wake up tomorrow too. So, knowing how this has gone so far, doesn't matter how much I say, God, please take me in my fucking sleep. It doesn't happen. And I wake up and then I'm like, gotta improve a little bit more today, you know, even if it's just a little bit, gotta improve a little bit more. Don't let my past affect me anymore. Don't live in the past. Easier said than done when it comes to me. My brain is always in the past, so, but it has gotten better with being in the present lately.